Hello, it's me. So I just was over on my personal page because that's where I normally do all my Facebook Lives. And I let those peeps know that I'm actually going to hop over here because I wanted to talk about a program that I am launching really, really, really soon. And it's free. And it's designed to teach you how to overcome the things that are getting in your way of having what you want. Okay? So listen up. The title of this Facebook Live is motivation something you struggle with? You have to watch this, and how to have massive motivation. So what does it take to reach a goal? So you're here where you are, and you want to be over here. Well, it takes movement, right? To go from point A to point B. It takes movement. Movement means action, right? So we have to take actions. Well, why don't we take actions in the areas of life that we say that we want to break through in? Well, there's lots of things. Lots of things that get in our way. So many people that I talk to, so many women who struggle with their weight or their body or food or fitness or getting healthy, tell me there's almost two, there's two huge, like almost equally, no, there's three, but these two I believe are kind of neck and neck. One is time and the other is motivation. So I don't have the time, and also I don't have the motivation, right? So what does that mean? It means that we get all fired up, maybe like in say January, so everyone's fired up, New Year's resolutions, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose this weight, I'm gonna get healthy, I'm gonna do X, I'm gonna do Y, I'm gonna do Z. And then you start off and you come out of the gates and you're sprinting. And then how long can you sprint for, really? You can sprint for a little while, and then you start to get a little tired, feel like you're gonna throw up because you don't really run very often, and then you stop. So what are some of the things that actually keep you in movement, in momentum, in action? Well, I am going to actually tell you that there's a bunch of things. But what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to do what I call like a 5-day challenge. I'm going to do a 5-day live consecutive challenge where I teach you the 5 like simple steps that you would need to do to create motivation, to sustain motivation, and to create this momentum when you start to dip. Because here's the thing, myself included, get to this thing where we're like, I'm going to do X. I am going to do this thing, right? Like for me, for example, I will give you an example. I'm going to do this thing called compete in a fitness competition at age 44 after having 2 kids and having back issues and having like fill in the blanks, right? Like all this stuff. I am going to do a fitness competition. Now, before I even got to that declaration, like what I discovered that like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, like, so there's something in your heart, in your mind, in your vision that's like, oh man, if I could do that, that would be amazing. If I could accomplish that, oh man, that would be amazing. And then right there is, I can't do that. So I had a friend say to me, this was when I had my boot camp and I was a trainer and I was in decent shape, wasn't in sick shape, but I was in good shape. I was working out all the time. And she was a fitness competitor. And she goes, you should really do this. And I was like, I can't. Instantly, right there was, I can't. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I can't do it. I don't have this, I don't have that. And it was right there. First thing was why that's not possible. And we do that because the fear of failure and the fear of looking bad is so freaking strong. It's so like crazy. It's so threatening, that fear of failure, especially like something like that. Like I'm gonna go transform my body so that I will be in a bathing suit, which really isn't a bathing suit. It's like 4 little triangles of fabric. It's not even, I don't know in whose universe that is, that little outfit is a bathing suit, but it's and the and the back and the back, forget about it. Anyway, so I'm going to get into a bathing suit on a stage. So semi-naked on a stage in front of a bunch of people, with a bunch of people that are probably going to be younger, fitter, in better shape than me, right? So I had to confront so much crap. Now, here are some of the things that had me be really fucking motivated. One was, there is no motivation like commitment. So I was mulling it over. I was like, okay, so what would it take? Oh wow, it would be, I confronted my emotional demons. I confronted my physiological demons. I confronted my sense of like, like, can I actually, like, do I have what it takes? I mean, really for me, it was, do I have what it takes? Do I have the discipline? Do I have the will? Do I have the motivation to do this? There were some key factors in play, the key factors. One was, most importantly, was I had someone who actually believed in me before I did. She had gone first. So she knew, she had context. She had gone first. She's like, oh my gosh, of course you can do this. So once someone has crossed over the line and done the thing that you want to do, and they look at you and they say, oh, you can totally handle it. You can totally do this. You borrow their belief. So I borrowed her belief for a while. I was like, okay, well, if you think I can do it and you've done it and you know what it takes and you know me, all right, I'm going to borrow your belief, and I'm going to say, okay. The second thing I did was, I not only had her in my corner, but I got 2 other people. So I was on a team. I was on a team of 3 people. Sorry, 3 other people. So me and 4 women were going through this at the same time. Massive difference. Massive difference. And there's this thing with people. So many women I talk to think I should be able to do fill in the blank, lose 50 pounds, run a marathon, personal train, get myself fit, train for a fitness competition. Like, I should be able to do all these things by myself. Who has ever created massive results by themselves? Who? Like, show me one person who's created something challenging or difficult or by themselves. No one has ever climbed Mount Everest by themselves, ever. No one has ever created a business by themselves. No one has ever, I mean, there's this fallacy that we walk around with, like, well, I should be able to do that. I should be able to motivate myself. I should be able to coach myself. I should be able to fill in the blank myself. I know what to do. Everybody knows what to do. Knowing what to do doesn't make the difference, right? So I had someone who believed in me. I borrowed her belief. I grabbed 2 friends, and I was like, if I can do this, you can do this. I mean, literally, one of my friends was a bigger badass than me. She went on to do multiple shows after me. Like, Michelle, if you're watching this, which you will because I'll tag you, she's a badass, like, just complete badass. And then my sister, who is another badass. Like, they're both, to me, in my opinion, they're both way more disciplined than me. But it didn't matter because I had them and we all went through it together. So I had team, borrowed belief, team. Here's the biggest factor. Not only did I enroll some people in doing this with me, but I also announced this. I announced it on social media. So think about what would have to take place for you to announce something. Like, my ass was literally on the line. Like, my ass was on the line. Like, I had to get my ass in a bikini, in a freaking ridiculous dental floss size bikini. And so when I really was like, okay, I'm going to make this real. I'm going to put this in cement. Like, this is happening. I registered for the event, commitment. I got my peeps, commitment. There's my tea, my Jen, my Chachi. Commitment. And then I announced it on Facebook. Fucking commitment. No backing out. No backing out. So there's these key factors that So many people stop at, I don't have the motivation. No, 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 no. Fuck motivation. Motivation has nothing to do with it. Do you know how motivated I am to write emails to my email list? Do you know how motivated I am to actually get up and go to the gym? Like, yes, I love it once I'm there, but and only because it's a habit. I've been just flexing that muscle for so long. I've been flexing the go to the gym muscle for so long that it's now just a part of what I do. It's easy, but there are days when it's not easy. Trust me, there are days when it's not easy. So I was like, I'm all in. I literally took my chips and I went, I'm all in. And then I was like, the minute that I did that, I was like, holy shit, I have to get into massive action. So I want to just kind of let you know that there is this thing called, I have to find this because I have to post this in here. Hold on one second. So there's this thing called motivation cells, right? Like, oh, get motivated. Like I want to have the motivation to whatever, lose all this weight or ask for a raise or, start a business or whatever it is. Motivation is like, what's motivation? Motivation's like a unicorn. It's like the thing that we like think, it's like the relationship of our dreams, the man of our dreams. Sorry, I'm just gonna that's not that doesn't just appear. Relationship of your dreams, man of your dreams, body of your dreams. It doesn't just appear like some mythical, magical creature, like a unicorn. Motivation waxes and wanes. Motivation is like, sometimes I'm feeling like it. A lot of times I'm not. But I want to teach you, I want to basically open up the vault and teach you what I teach my clients, like at the root. Like if you don't do this, nothing else will work on top of it. That's kind of a big deal. Like if you don't do this one thing or this set of things that are all kind of go together to establish a base, motivation will be like it is for everybody. It'll be fleeting. It'll be like, oh, I'm not motivated, so I guess blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course you're not motivated. Motivation is not necessary. Motivation is not necessary. There's other things that are necessary, and those are the things that I want to teach you because those are the things that trump motivation. So next week, I'm going to do a 5-day free challenge. So 5 days, each day I'm going to teach you about 15, maybe 20 minutes. We're going to go live. We're going to do it in a separate Facebook group. It's going to be a whole nother area where we're going to do this whole thing where I'm going to teach you all the ins and outs about motivation. So how to have massive motivation from the core, like from the foundation. So to change the foundation from which you make decisions, from which you take actions. Would that be helpful for you? Trust me, it's helpful. Nothing else will work. So here's the link to sign up. So I just popped a link into the comments, and it is my 5-day free massive motivation challenge. Each day for 5 days, consecutive days, I will teach you everything you need to have massive motivation so that you actually know yourself as when I say X, X happens. Can you imagine? So this is the foundation of the coaching that I do with my clients, and I'm giving it to you for free because here's what I want. Here's why I'm doing this. I want women who struggle. I have a client right now who's like, I'm so proud of her. And she's like, she's taken the reins and she's just like going for it. Our program hasn't even started yet. And she's like, oh my gosh, I just had this breakthrough. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, girl, we haven't even started the program yet. And she's just having these massive breakthroughs. Well, today or yesterday or this morning, she Voxer messaged me. That's an app that I use with my clients. She Voxered me and she's like, oh, I binged and I feel so bad about myself. And I'm like, first of all that shit's necessary. That you have a context that you actually don't have to binge is huge. It's massive. So I was so proud of her because she is so committed to transforming this issue that she has that she's in action. And how I am coaching her is exactly how I'm going to coach in this free 5-day challenge. So there's a couple of factors here. I'm going to actually reward people for sharing. So once this we start to kind of get enrollments and stuff into this group, I'm going to have a grand prize. I'm going to have a grand prize of $100 gift card, just $100. I can either send you cash, I'll Venmo you, or $100 gift card. And for the person who refers the most people, like shares this with the most people who, here's the thing. I am committed to helping women have massive breakthroughs around their body, around food, around what's possible, around stopping beating themselves up, like ending that whole thing. So I want to give my knowledge and give my all of my coaching away so that I can reach more people. So the more people, I know people, I know you people, but you know people and they know people. So remember that Breck commercial, if you're old like me, and she told 2 friends, and she told 2 friends, and she told 2 friends, and it was like this thing, right? That's exactly what this is. So I'm going to give away prizes, actually daily prizes, for the most number of shares and people who enroll into this free program so that I can reach more people. All right, so here's the link to register into this my 5-day challenge. It's going to be so super fun. You're going to get me live in a private group. I'm going to coach you and train you and even answer questions as they come up. And then you'll have tasks to do, very simple, easy to implement tasks each day to do, so that you can start to see, wow, anything really is possible if I do these simple steps before. If I do these simple steps around my goal, I can see that I can make anything happen. Does that sound good? All right, so go ahead, share this. Share, enroll yourself, and share. And I'm excited, and I can't wait. Yay! 5-day challenge, massive motivation. Are you ready? I think you are. Okay, until now, I will see you. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go live again on my private page, my personal page. So come check me out over there, and we'll see you soon. Bye.